Hey guys, welcome back to the Keto Couple. Today we're gonna be making low carb, no eggy taste bread.
Woo! We're gonna make it rain up in here. Yeah, it's like that's $3, but you know, money bread. But yeah, we're gonna make bread today. I don't know if you're anything like me or Heather. We're missing French toast. We're missing like strong deli sandwiches. We love salami, cheese, lettuce, tomato, mayo, all that stuff. We haven't had a good bread to eat it on. Dipping my egg, dipping my toast in yolk, and then
I want some breaded chicken tenders.
Yeah.
I definitely miss those, so I figure we can use this bread and have our breadcrumbs to make that.
Yeah, once we make the loaf, you just pop it in a blender or food processor. You can make some crumbs.
All right, so first things first, we're gonna preheat the oven to 355, and then you will need 7 eggs. They need to be at room temperature. If they aren't at room temperature, don't worry, you can put them in some warm water and leave them there for a little while until they become room temperature. So I've got 7 eggs here that I'm gonna go ahead and crack, and then we're gonna mix them up. So I've cracked the 7 eggs, and now I'm gonna beat them on high for 1 to 2 minutes. All right, so I've got a half a cup of butter. Right on the butter, you can measure it. It's half of a stick. So you'll put that in here, and I'm gonna microwave this for 45 seconds so that it melts. All right, so my butter is melted, but you don't want this to be too hot when you add it to your eggs, so go ahead and let that sit for just a little bit here, and I'll go ahead and put my coconut oil in first. This is liquid coconut oil that I purchased at Mariano's, and we're gonna need 2 tablespoons. And 2. Now, since my butter has been sitting here cooling, I'm ready to go ahead and add that in. And then I'm going to mix this all together. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and beat this half a minute to a minute on high. All right, now I'm gonna mix together all the dry ingredients. So I have 1 cup of almond flour in, I need 1 more cup of almond. All right, here's the 2nd cup of almond flour. And then you need a half of a teaspoon of the Xanthan Gum. So I'll go ahead and add that in. Half a teaspoon of salt, and then 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And I'm gonna go ahead and mix these together. All right, so I'm gonna add half of the dry ingredients in and blend it on low, and then I'm going to add the other half. Now I'm going to add the other half, and then I'm going to continue to blend this on low. You can see it thickening here. All right, so now you can see my consistency is very nice and smooth here. I'm going to go ahead and put this inside my pan lined with parchment paper. I'm just gonna kind of spread this evenly across, and then I'm gonna smooth it out as soon as I get it all in with my spatula. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just smooth this out here so it's consistent, even across both sides. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and bake this for 45 minutes, and I'm gonna remove it once the skewer comes out clean from the middle. So you wanna poke the middle and make sure that that's clean, and then we know that we're ready. So I'm gonna pop this into the oven for 45 minutes. All right, it's been 45 minutes. This is browned and looks like it's ready to go. So I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna stick this right in the middle here. And as you can see, my fork is clean. So that is done. We just need to let it cool.
We got this recipe from fatforweightloss.com. We're going to drop the link below. So we're letting the bread cool a little bit right now. It looks awesome. Smells awesome. We're trying to kind of see if we can avoid the eggy taste that you get with a lot of the other breads. And I don't smell the eggy flavor, so hopefully this is a great option for us. As always, please subscribe to our video. Click on that little cute little dog at the bottom corner of your screen. It lets YouTube know, again, we're putting up quality content. Really helps our channel out, and we're going to keep putting out great recipes. The hardest part about the keto diet is you're finding out if you're on this thing longer than 2 weeks, is finding options to kind of curb your cravings because you're used to eating a certain way. So the thing that's kind of made us keep going and really enjoy the process of really kind of understanding other food options and really being creative and resourceful and making things that we've been used to eating throughout our lives.
Yep, so we'll keep making these for you, and please like and subscribe. All right, so I have this on a cooling rack, and I'm going to let this cool here on the cooling rack because it'll cool evenly on all sides, and this will help reduce the eggy taste. So we peeled off the parchment paper, as you can see. It's totally off. A little bit tedious, so you might want to try to, grease that before you put the bread mix in, and that might make it a little bit easier so you don't have to kind of peel it off.
Yeah, we also need a more narrow, deeper loaf pan because the loaf ended up being a little bit thinner and wider than we wanted, but we really wanted to make this. So, I would just, if you're at home, you're more prepared, you might have a loaf pan that's a little bit deeper and more narrow. That'll make a more traditional looking loaf.
All right, so we're ready to cut our bread.
It looks awesome.
Look at this.
I'm psyched.
Woo,
boy, it looks good.
Can't wait to try it.
I'm gonna make some French toast with these. They're gonna be more like French toast sticks because, like I said, it's a narrow loaf. But and Heather's gonna eat it with bread and butter. A little narrow. Doesn't smell eggy.
All right, I wanted to try this with some bread and butter because I haven't had that in forever. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. No eggy taste.
That's awesome.
It's fantastic.
Is it dry? What's the texture like?
Perfect.
Awesome. All right, so it's 12:21. I've been holding out all day for this, so I am psyched. I made my breakfast, got some bacon, over easy egg, and I've got some French toast. Got this syrup we made last week. I am going to try it with my French toast. We'll drop a link too if you would need to know how to make this syrup, and we have a pancake recipe too. But the syrup, it's about a week old now, and we'll go from there. See how this French toast takes. Oh my god, that was awesome. So, one more bite. I'm gonna eat my garfield and try it out. Hope it worked out for you.